Alright, so to start off, this is my brow. There's nothing on it. I haven't done anything to it. You can see that it is super blonde. It doesn't show up, so I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So now you can see that it looks a lot better. It's darker. It matches my hair color. Now this is lighter than I usually do. Once I have eye makeup on, and I depend on how dark my look is or what my look looks like, I will deepen up my brows a little bit. So I'm going to show you how Alright, so the first thing I do is take the Maybelline Define-A-Brow. Looks like this. The color I have mine in is in dark brown. It has a small, tiny little tip like this. It's like an eyeliner, but it's super thin. Is what I do, I have my mirror right in front of me. I have it tilted up just a little bit so you can see. I rest my elbow on a table so I get light strokes. And I'm just going to start taking this and just barely touch where your brow hairs are. And you're going to feather them in with very light touches. You're not drawing the color onto your skin. You want to just take it with your hair. So then you come down. Now my arch, it just goes up a little bit right here. So I go against the hair and make this part a little darker, and I point up. Now you're just trying to make small little natural looking hairs. You can see like that. Now when you get to the thicker part right here, I just take the brush and I just barely tap as I go up. You can see this? Just like that. Alright, so now we have some color on there. I take the reverse side of the brush, and you can see it's like a little comb, and I just comb through my brows and make sure all the hairs are evenly coated. And now I can see that I've missed some of these hairs right here on this. If you take your pencil on the side of your nose and you draw a little dot, you can see that's where my brow should start. So I'm just going to fill in from there on over. Alright, and now I'm going to brush them out again. Alright, so that's the first step. The next thing I do is I take some Visine and I put one drop, you can see my little drop, onto just a clean surface. I take an angled eyebrow brush. This one is from Smashbox. I like this one because it's a lot thicker than, say, this one right here. You can see the difference. I like that this one is thicker. But use whichever one you guys like to do. Alright, so I take my brush and I touch the dot of water, well, Visine, and I tap off the excess so you can see that. I have an Anastasia brow kit, and this one just has 3 colors in it. The first 2 colors, I'm going to use the light and the medium color, and I just tap into both of those evenly. Alright, once you've done that, I go back to my brow and I start at right here. And once again, you're lightly touching, you're not pressing this onto your skin. And then pull it down. and then work your way in towards your nose. Alright, just like that. Looks like I brought down the color a little too far right here. Take a Q-tip, clean that area up. Once I have that color, I go into the darkest color now, which is this dark one right here. And I take just a tiny bit on my brush, and this is where I will do the most dark on this part, which is like my thicker. Once again, I'm just lightly tapping, barely brushing over the hairs. I'm not touching my skin. And then I look back and I make sure that I have, both of them are even. Now obviously your eyebrows are not going to be symmetrical. No one's are. On this one, I believe my arch goes up a little higher. Right here, it looks like I'm missing hair, but I don't mess with it. No one's brows are perfect. So that's all I do for my brows. I'll set it with just a clear gel at the very end. Oh, also, I take just a clean kabuki brush and I wipe over my brows just like this. And I find that this dusts away extra powder and just kind of blends it in. Alright, so that's how I do my brows. Like I said before, once I finish my eye makeup, if I need them to be a little darker so my brows stand out more, I will just deepen them up a little bit just with the powder, and that's all I use. I wanted to show you guys really quick about my brows. You can see I have a pretty dark or dramatic look going on, but my brows, they look a little dull. So I showed you first how I just did like a light wash. So now I'm just going into the darker side, and I'm just going to, once again, really lightly just deepen up the color. Now you can see already that this eyebrow looks way better than this one. Now this one, it's totally fine if you don't want to darken your brows anymore. If you want to just leave them how they are, go for it. But with me, like I said, I like to adjust the color depending on how my makeup looks that day. So again, I'm going to do this side. So that's how I do my brows. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. I will list everything down below of everything I used, my free products. But thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.